one of the things is why organizations, when you start to separate that as part of a separate initiative and you don't think of it as your ongoing initiative. So if you think of any digital transformation which is outside of what you do day to day, it becomes another task that gets added to what you're doing. So when we're thinking about, let's say on a plant floor, when we're thinking about continuous improvement, or we're thinking about reliability, or we're thinking about safety, all those things really need to tie back into what is your digital transformation strategy. It should not be separate initiatives, but it should all tie back into those. So I think it's the organizational readiness just doesn't come from, do you have the right data? Do you have the right people? It starts even beyond that. Is how do you look at digital transformation and how is it tying back into what you're doing day to day? So it's first is aligning that. Again, going back to, do you have an objective in mind? What are you trying to do? If you're trying to get to continuous improvements, well, how do we do it today? How do I see this happening tomorrow? What changes do I need to make in the organization? How does this tie back into my digital transformation strategy? So it really, you have to be able to answer, and nobody else can answer those questions, but these companies themselves. And then you start evaluating is, where can I start today? And how does that lead me into then transferring that knowledge and building that right strategy that allows me to then do that transferred learning across the organization. But when you think in silos, that's where things don't go right about this one. Is you have to start to think is overall, but then how does your initiative, and it is constantly, this has to be in your day-to-day, how you're thinking about your function, or how you're thinking about your operation. Otherwise, if it's a separate initiative, nobody has time for that.